The following outline is provided as an overview of and topical guide to intellectual property. Intellectual property, intangible assets such as musical, literary, and artistic works, discoveries and inventions, and words, phrases, symbols, ink designs. Common types of intellectual property rights include copyright, trademarks, patents, industrial design rights, trade dress, and in some jurisdictions, trade secrets. See outline of patents for a topical guide and overview of patents. Types of intellectual property. Some examples of intellectual property include artistic work, literature, music, painting, sculpture, computer program. Indigenous intellectual property. Internet domain name, invention, trademark, service mark, trade secret. Types of intellectual property rights. Copyright, moral rights, patents, trade dress, database right, industrial design rights, intellectual rights to magic methods, personality rights, plant breeders' rights, intellectual property law, fashion law, integrated circuit layout design protection, plant variety protection, supplementary protection certificate, copyright law Berne Convention, copyright clause of the U.S. Constitution, history of copyright law, moral rights, philosophy of copyright, sound recording and reproduction, statute of Anne, patents law, patents history of patent law, utility model, patent procedures, patent application, patent infringement and enforcement, patent licensing, patent prosecution, legal requirements for patents, patentable subject matter, novelty, utility, inventive step and non-obviousness, industrial applicability, person skilled in the art, prior art, inventorship, sufficiency of disclosure, unity of invention, patent law by region or country, Australian patent law, Canadian patent law of the People's Republic of China, European patent law, Japanese patent law, United States patent law, trademark law, geographical indication, protected designation of origin, trade dress, trademark, general topics, arrow information paradox, background, foreground, sideground and postground intellectual property, copyright for creativity, copy fraud, fair dealing, fair use, file sharing, industrial espionage, intangible asset, intellectual capital, intellectual rights, intellectual property brokering, intellectual property education, intellectual property infringement, intellectual property valuation, IPR help desk, legal aspects of computing, license, limitations and exceptions to copyright, list of intellectual property law journals, plagiarism, public domain, reverse engineering, scams in intellectual property, societal views on intellectual property, soft intellectual property, soft IP, agreements, law, and government enforcement, Adelphi Charter, agreement on trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights, anti-counterfeiting trade agreement, China International Copyright Expo, Doha Declaration, EU Directive on the Enforcement of Intellectual Property Rights, French Intellectual Property Code, intellectual property issues in cultural heritage, Intellectual Property Organization, International Union for the Protection of New Varieties of Plants, Paris Convention for the Protection of Industrial Property, Plant Variety Protection Act, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, World Intellectual Property Organization, World Intellectual Property Day,